Hello everyone, this is SonXM, and I just wanted to kind of do a video about just the opening for Overlord. It was a real big opening, it showed a lot, and I'm sure there was a lot of questions. So this is going to be a spoiler video. If you don't want any spoilers for the season, then I recommend you leave. I'm going to spoil the hell out of everything from the opening that goes on for a while. So let's just get right into it. I actually even wrote a script this time around, so that's how you know how serious I am about talking about this opening. So let's just get right into it here. Once again, it is spoilers, so if you need to leave now. Okay guys, let's start with the most important thing. We talked about how much the season's going to cover. We knew for sure we were going to get volume 10 and volume 11 stuff, right? We knew that for sure. Dragon, the ice dragon, the mole people, the dwarves, so on, right? And then the part 10, which is the beginning of what we're seeing now. We knew that already, right? So there was more than that we saw, and I'm pretty surprised as well. So it seems like we are going to be covering 10, volume 11, and volume 14. And you might be like, I heard the Holy Kingdom arc is going to be covered in the movie. Yes, volume 13, which is the Holy Kingdom arc, it's kind of its own thing. If I did have to describe it in terms of like how it would be, if it's like important to the story, it is, but not enough where it could be like it needs to be in this season. I could agree on that, and I think a lot of people kind of have that same feeling with that. So I think it would be fine for them to skip from 10 to 11 right into 14. I mean 10 to like 12. I'm sorry, there's a missing number there, but don't worry. Oh, I guess the Holy Kingdom would be like 12 and 13. It's fine. You guys know what I meant. So it seems like it seems like based on what we saw in the trailer in the opening, we are going to go from 10, 11 to all the way to 14, not covering 12 to 13, which will be in the movie, which is fine. So that's great that's what's happening. But next I want to skip to a specific part here that I want to look at here. There's going to be no audio, don't worry. Oh, I missed it. Can I get it? Okay. One question I did get for sure from a friend of mine, which of course I watched this with a friend like more than once. Who is this? We saw a lot of people in this opening, right? Who the heck is this? A lot of people don't think this character is that important. You're wrong. This is Nogredo. Or Nogredo. I'm seeing that correctly. I'll put it up on screen. I'll put the wiki page up for you. This is Albedo's older sister. You might be like, Albedo has an older sister? Yes, this is it. She does, in the light novel, she was talked about way before, but in the anime we never got to see her. Her role is, I don't want to say it's insignificant, it could be real significant later. It's hard to tell, but yeah, no, this is her. And it's just really cool to see her like animated and doing stuff. Just, that's one thing for you guys, you know, if you didn't know who that was. Okay, next we're gonna talk about someone else here, not Jerky, we're talking about these people right here. So these mole people, since they're mole demi-humans, they're called the Q-Gi, the Q-U-A-G-O-A. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. They're basically, like I said, they're demi-humans. I'll put the character card on the screen up here for you. They're gonna mostly know more about them in volume 11. We don't know much more than we know on their character card. The character card kind of covers a lot about them. Obviously, they're gonna have motives and so on, but I'm not gonna spoil that for you. We can watch that in the anime. But yo, these are the demi-mole people that are clearly gonna be fighting Shaltir that we saw in the opening and such. Then we have the dragon here, the ice dragon, which, you know, it's pretty straightforward with the ice dragon stuff. I mean, it's a dragon, right? However, we met a really interesting character recently, which was Philip. I think his name is Philip. I don't know. I'm sure I'm off on him. I'm gonna make this quick, short, and easy to understand. He's kind of an idiot. What you think is probably gonna end up happening to him, it's gonna happen to him. He's stupid. He's dumb. He doesn't know anything. But I mean, he's thinking he's gonna bang Albedo and marry her. Like, dear God, this man has stepped into a hell and he doesn't even know it yet. But no, it's as easy as you think it's gonna happen to him. All right, moving on. Okay, next I want to talk about, we saw 3 main groups in the opening here. Let's go through each one for you guys real fast. This is Blue Rose. I I'm not gonna name you characters. Not that hard. I'll put character cards up for you and so on. This is Blue Rose. You know, as we remember them. Darkness is a Momon group. We know them, but there's 3 main ones in the opening that we saw. Was one of them. She kind of had a cool little outfit change. There's not much more to say than that. Okay, now this is a group we have not met before. I'm pretty sure this is Silver Thread Bird, which I'll show the wiki page. They're at Adamantium group. They're one of the few that exist in the world right now. And yeah, we're gonna probably see them. But this is kind of season 14 stuff, so it's volume 14 stuff. So this is one of the things that kind of pointed to me that, hey, we're getting volume 14 stuff, and I'm like, okay. Okay, now we got this girl, which I already got tons of questions about by people. I mean, look at her. She's kind of like that, like an absent girl from like Magic the Gathering. Who wouldn't like this character? She is oh, I don't want to. I guess I could say her name. But I don't want to butcher her name. I'm kind of worried about that. I'm gonna pull it up here. I'm gonna spell it for you before I say it. Okay? Scama. Scama. It's a hard name to say. When you read a book, they don't spell the names out for you, but that's how I'm gonna say it. They're a mythical group, a mythical rank group called 4 Ottomans. Sorry, I wrote a script here and I am reading it correctly. They have a way bigger part in volume 14. This is probably, after I seen this, I was like, okay. I mean, they have a pretty significant part in 14. Are we really gonna go through 14 that quickly, or 10, 11 that quickly? We're into 14, or are they just kind of teasing 14 for us? But no, this is part of 14 for sure. It's not gonna be the thing that kind of dead on told me this is gonna end up being one where we're gonna get volume 14 stuff, but it kind of pushed me over the edge there. And then, you know, we got the big monster guy. You know, I'm gonna put his character card up. It's not too significant. I mean, I'm sure you guys already seen more of him than you can imagine. But I mean, look at this girl. Scammer was pretty great in the visual novel. I mean, the light novel. So I can't wait to see her. She looks sick. Okay, now we're to this. I'm quite into the Gundam series. And I have a lot of friends that are into mechas and stuff. You're like, who is this person in a mecha suit fighting Albedo? And I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's volume 14 stuff. Like, holy, like, guaranteed. We're going deep into 14. So you guys don't know, 14 is the volume where the Resesti Kingdom gets, you know, invaded. Big spoiler there. Oh, you know, Ainz finally invades, you know, the big guys we've been following the whole, you know, few seasons. Yeah, but I'm gonna give you a bit more information about this for you. I'm gonna read you the wiki page since I brought this up, but it is called a power suit. The power suit, I figured I would just read it because it's a bit more complicated than I think I could explain it. Plus, I knew a bit more about this than a lot of the other stuff, believe it or not. Let me read this for you. Powered suit, a type of full armor used by players in Nuclear. The power suit does not exist initially, but was added in later on as an item for newly registered players to quickly level up. Additionally, other players whose build was unsuited for combat can use it to make up for any lack of fighting power. It was designed to look like a robotic suit due to the popularity of mecha fighting games during the period. The magical elements could be freely customized within the power suit setting, though a half of them were transaction exclusives, while the other half required grinding. In a way, these customizations could be performed pretty much anywhere outside of combat. Nevertheless, there were some restrictions placed on them based on its weakness. Although the power suit might be useful to weaker players, it was considered as being completely useless to a stronger player. For that reason, let alone divine grade gear, even legendary grade gear matching a player's strengths could still outperform the power suit. So, it's owned by the leader of Red Drop. This is guaranteed volume 14 stuff. And unless they're just showing this in the opening to tease, so after the season we're getting here, there's the season what's gonna come after the movie. This is 100% 14 stuff, and this 14 stuff is real complicated and quite fucking deep. So if they're gonna go that hard that quickly, I don't know how they're gonna do justice to the volume 14. I pray that it is just maybe a bit of like showing like there's like I'm hoping they're just gonna set up for volume 14 stuff. I'm hoping that that's what's happening. And the final part of the opening that we're gonna really talk about, which I'm sure a lot of you are probably really wondering about, especially from a light novel reader, that's gonna definitely, I'm hoping that's gonna be what's gonna end this season. But we'll get to it. But this was the power suit. It was just to train up people that were maybe not that low level in Yggdrasil. So yeah, no, it's not gonna be that great against Aids. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the final part that I'm sure a lot of you are excited about. Like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And this is also where Brain fights Cocytus, which is also by volume 14 stuff. I don't want to get too much into it. It's pretty much as simple as that. Okay, now this is what people are wanting to ask about. This. Who is this, boys? Who is this? So, we did see this, guys. Season 2, episode 1 or 2, when the old lady was talking to the Platinum Dragon in the little section area or whatever it was. We showed that he has a little flashback how he fought an unfair Shaltir, but she still like kind of bodied him a little bit. So this is him. This is it's not a real player. It's not someone from Isaac's guild or anything like that. So I'm sorry to spoil you there. This is Platinum Dragon, and it's actually him also in this book art there. I'll put it up on screen as well for you guys. But no, this is volume 14 stuff, guaranteed, 100%. This is why I worry a little bit, that they're not gonna do 14 justice. So I'm hoping they'll just kind of showing us what's gonna come after season 4 and after the movie. But no, this is Platinum Dragon. This is not his true form. This is just like an avatar he uses to go around. It's not his full power, and he's obviously gonna fight Ainz. There is a spoiler there. So once again, guys, if this was enough spoilers for you and you don't know why this is such a big deal with this specific part, then you should leave now. I'm gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Platinum Dragon does fight Ainz, like I said in the cover art. However, it is not Ainz. It's actually it's Pandora's actor. I don't know why I have sometimes saying that. I keep thinking there's like an X in there or something. Okay. Well, Ainz, Platinum thinks he's fighting Ainz, and he's fighting Pandora's actor. And Pandora's actor basically kind of beats his ass, basically. But Platinum Dragon's like, oh, at my full power, I could take him. But he doesn't know that it was never really Ainz, and Pandora's actor can only copy like people's ability up to like 70 or 80%. Like that clone of Ainz was nowhere close to how strong Ainz really is, and he thinks he's gonna beat him. After that encounter. Ugh, idiot. For idiot. Just want that to be known. But that's, and then we get the little ending here. But no, 100%, the season's like, they're really surprising me here. Like, I was not expecting that we're gonna be seeing volume 14 stuff already and everything. Like, super blew me away. But 100%, we're getting 10 and 11 based on what we saw in the, screenshots and stuff. However, the 14 stuff needs to be pulled out a little bit more to get the feel of it. So I'm hoping we're gonna maybe get more 14 stuff in season 5, and this is just kind of them teasing or them gonna set up for season 14. But don't worry, guys, volume 13 is kind of not as important. I mean, I don't want to say it's not important. That's not the case. It is important. To a fan like me, it's important. But it's not gonna ruin the season and the flow from 10 to 11 to 14. It definitely will not. It's hard to explain without you being an actual light novel reader, but either way, I'm just like, I just don't know if I'm ready to see 14 in such a short season. I mean, what are they gonna do 1 to 6 being like just the volume 10 and 11? Like, I don't know. I feel like 14 is gonna need like a whole season just to do it justice, especially if they want to go to every detail, which I want them to. But I could be wrong. Maybe they have a better plan. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to know. I'm a little worried. Kind of worried me a little bit, but I am very excited to see all of this good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff that happens, and I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to talk about it. So, I hope this knowledge kind of helps you talk to your friends about Overlord. Get your friends into it. Check it out. It's definitely worth the time. This is Sonic XM, and hint that connects all of us. And I will see you next time with the next episode.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?